Welcome to In the Know with NGO, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. We welcome you. It's an opportunity to learn about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, our service opportunities in the community, learn how you and we can better support the mission of our stakeholders, and learn how you can partner with us in the mission of service, education, mentoring, youth empowerment, and scholarship. At the end of this broadcast, our announcer will tell you how to find out more about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter, and how to volunteer with and financially support the many programs we offer. And now your host of In the Know with NGO.
Good afternoon and welcome to In the Know with NGO.
All right.
I am the captivating Karanda Mateer, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. I will serve as your hostess with the mostest today. Joining me also are four of my sisters, members, officers of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. I have the dynamic Dr. Angela Gooden.
Good afternoon.
Where she serves as the president of our illustrious chapter. Also, I have Mrs. Norris Harris.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have Mrs. Alexis Ville West.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so kindly. And the world-renowned Miss Jonah Hughes.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank
The
you.
purpose of this broadcast is to tell you, our community stakeholders, about the many service opportunities we do in the community, how you can get involved, and how you can support us in our community service efforts.
That's right.
Dr. Gooden, if you would be so kind, could you give us a little history, background information about the sorority?
I surely will, Ms. Mateer, and as always, it's a pleasure to be here. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was founded on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. in 1908. It is the oldest Greek letter organization established by African-American college-educated women, the first
and
the finest.
If
Okay,
you don't know, now you know.
You better know. We are located in 12 countries, including the United States, Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, Dubai, Germany, Japan, Liberia, Nigeria, South Korea, South Africa, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. So you will see pink and green
Everywhere I go.
Everywhere.
You're almost like American Express. Can't leave home without it.
There you go.
All right.
Okay. And our president and CEO is Danette Anthony Reed, and our South Central Regional Director is Joya T. A's. We are a part of the South Central region, and both are phenomenal women.
Absolutely.
Excellent leaders. Nu Gamma Omega chapter is located in Baton Rouge, downtown Baton Rouge, and we have about 225 members. So we work with our local Pan-Hellenic Council, that is members of the fraternities and sororities, the Divine Nine, some may say, and we perform, and I want to say conduct, activities all over the city, the state, and the nation.
Awesome.
Our chapter was chartered in 1980. We've been supportive of so many programs and activities through the years.
Okay.
40 plus years to be exact.
Can you tell me about some of those programs?
I surely can.
Okay.
The program Textbook Distribution Service Project, donation to the food bank, packing food, volunteer services with the Battered Women's Shelter, domestic violence support initiatives, mentoring activities, and also awarding scholarships for over 40 plus years in coordination with our foundation, Nu Gamma Omega Educational and Charitable Foundation. So today and every day, from 1 to 1:30 every Sunday. So you tuned in. We are going to bring you in the know with NGO, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. And during this 30-minute educational, informational forum, this is our video newsletter. We will bring you information about what we as a nonprofit do, how you can get involved, those are our community stakeholders, and how you can partner in the mission with NGO. Our mission remains the same, sisterhood and service. And we we're going to take a break, a word from our sponsors, and we're going to hear from Dr. Shaniqua Gray, and she's going to tell you about some of our programs, our projects, and our initiatives, and how you can get involved and how together we can soar. Stay tuned. We're going to take a break right now. To find out more about any of the programs featured today, go to www.akanewgammaomega.com. That's www.akanewgammaomega.com. Or check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, New Gamma Omega Chapter. Stay tuned for more with In the Know with NGO. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of juggling multiple agencies for your digital marketing needs? Look no further. More Creative Productions is here to simplify your life. We are your one-stop shop for all things digital marketing. From website design to social media management, we have you covered. Our team of experts will help elevate your brand and increase your online presence. Don't miss out on the opportunity to take your business to the next level. Choose More Creative Productions for all your digital marketing needs. Contact us today at 888-572-0881. That's 888-572-0881. And let's get started.
If you're in a sticky situation,
What'd you do?
and need to get unstuck,
The solution is well within our grasp.
ABC Star Bail Bonding Company has got you covered. Service
When?
anytime, anywhere.
Oh, yeah!
For more information, contact Agent Dawn Michelle
Okay, ready?
at 288-9004 or 357-6911. ABC Star Bail Bonding Company. Service
When?
anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, it's In the Know with NGO. And your host is here to serve you. To find out more about any of the programs featured today, go to www.akanewgammaomega.com. Email us at newgammaomega@gmail.com or check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, New Gamma Omega Chapter. Now back to In the Know with NGO and your host for today.
Thanks so kindly for joining with us today. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Shaniqua Gray, and she's going to tell you about some of our programs, projects, and initiatives, and how you can get involved. Dr. Shaniqua? So she was not able to join us in the studio today, but she did provide a video. So we're going to let that video play so we can talk about the different initiatives that we have going on throughout the community.
Sounds good.
to greater heights of service and sisterhood. The theme of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated 2022 to 2026 administration under the leadership of the International President and CEO, Danette Anthony Reed. This administration has 6 initiatives, recognizing that service and sisterhood has been the cornerstone of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated since its founding in 1908. Strengthen Our Sisterhood will serve as the administration's foundation initiative as we strengthen our bonds to support our service mission. The remaining 5 initiatives will serve as the program initiatives, which include empower our families, build our economic wealth, enhance our environment, advocate for social justice, and uplift our local community. These initiatives are designed to improve the lives of those we serve. Under the Strengthen Our Sisterhood Foundation initiative, we will intentionally take time to fellowship and form lifelong relationships based on affinity, love, trust, respect, and shared goals and interests, while concurrently building on our foundation to serve others. Areas of focus will include sister squads, aka pals, random acts of sisterliness, We Are One, aka Service Day, and leadership development. Under the Empower Our Families initiative, we will take a multi-generational approach to fortify families within our communities by addressing child hunger and promoting positive youth development and leadership, mental well-being, and senior life. The areas of focus will include the Childhood Hunger Initiative Power Pack, Youth Leadership Institute, Mental Health Awareness, and our seniors. The next initiative is Building Our Economic Wealth. Under this initiative, we will further encourage and equip our members to place key strategies into action to build personal, organizational, and community economic wealth. The areas of focus will include a for members-only credit union, financial wellness and planned giving, sister circles, supporting women entrepreneurs, and Black Dollar Days. The next initiative is to enhance our environment. Under this initiative, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority has the power to galvanize our organization of more than 120,000 active members, create a ripple effect, and make a significant impact on our environment. We will employ select strategies to optimize our collective ability to improve and protect the environment at scale. We will prioritize activities and promote the adoption of more sustainable and responsible practices. The areas of focus will include tree planting, community and home gardens, waste reduction and shredding, and electronics recycling day. Under the Advocate for Social Justice initiative, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority will continue to stand at the forefront of social justice to promote fairness and equity. We will continue to stand in the gap to empower our communities and act in the best interest of all people through social advocacy and justice. We will equip communities with the tools, knowledge, and support to activate their voices and mobilize self-help to empower communities to help themselves. Under this initiative, we will focus on voter education, registration and mobilization, public policy forums, candidate forums, and public servants guides. Finally, under the Local Communities Initiative, Alpha Kappa Alpha will continue to reign supreme in its mission to service to all mankind. Given the engagement of more than 1,046 chapters across an international landscape, we have an ongoing history and reputation for making a global impact through local change. We will celebrate excellence, promote a focus on service, and stimulate effective culture. The areas of focus will include celebrating local community impact, chapter collaboration recognition program, and local community service.
Our feature initiative today is Strengthening Our Sisterhood initiative.
Yes, indeed.
Today we have Mrs. Nora Harris and Miss Jonah Hughes, and they will talk to us about this initiative. So tell us about the foundation, the Strengthening Our Sisterhood initiative, because as we heard in our introductory promo with Dr. Shaniqua Gray, It is the foundation for all of the other initiatives. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Tell us why.
I guess the best way for me to describe it is I heard our 31st International President Danette Anthony Reed make a statement, and I quote, "Strengthening our sisterhood begins with you."
Yes.
And she spoke directly and individually to over 115,000 plus active Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority members. Sisterhood is the rock,
Okay.
the foundation. That's the great organization was founded on. We don't need to build another foundation.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This one, which was established over 115 years ago,
right.
must be strengthened from
Come on,
within.
come on.
Then and only then can we be effective in our serving our communities and transforming the lives in those communities.
That's good.
Excellent point. If you could state in 5 words what sisterhood means, give me those 5 words.
Now I can give you a statement.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take
I'll
it.
give you an unconditional love that transcends all boundaries.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I love it.
Just drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Just drop the mic.
Okay,
And
but,
to add to that, I would say that sister means that I got your back.
Yeah.
oh,
No
wow.
matter what.
I got you.
It's
I
I'm
got you.
accountable
Yeah.
for you. I'm here for you.
Yes.
I'm here to extend love.
I love it. I love it. I love
So I've heard sisterhood is a verb. What does that really mean?
it. Come on.
Okay, to describe sisterhood as a verb,
Mm-hmm.
I believe the word verb itself you can just use that definition and it perfectly fits that your actions
That's it.
speak louder than your words.
Wow. Love it. Love it.
I love it. So I've heard it said, get a few women in a room
Uh-oh.
and they can't work together. Is that true?
That is not true. Especially in Alpha Kappa Alpha, because we are women who are the finest. We believe in excellence. We believe that we are here to strengthen our community.
Right.
We're here to grow us strong.
Right.
And we have to lean on each other. We have to be here for each
That's
other.
good.
And we have to know that sometimes we disagree, but at the
That's
end of the
good.
day, it's reaching a common mission.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's good. I love it.
So does
love it.
everyone know what it means to be a true sister? Is
on.
everyone really playing their part?
No,
Okay.
that's a definite no.
All
Okay.
right.
It's careful if you just listen to what you said, a true sister.
Okay.
Now, if it's a true one, it's got to be a false one.
Okay.
And in order for me to be your true sister, I really have to get to know you. So
That's
that
true.
takes time.
That's true.
That takes energy and that takes effort.
That's good.
Wow.
Good.
With women of all ages, young and young at heart, from different places, times, demographics, and seasons, what opportunities are used to strengthen these bonds of sisterhood?
One opportunity we use is our secret pals in
Okay.
the sorority.
Okay.
We have established secret pals, and we show a gift of kindness throughout the year.
That's good.
And that's extending kindness through a secret pal, just showing them some kind of love, kind words, or even having just a special treat, letting them know you're thinking about them.
That's right.
Goes a long way.
Which we all need.
We all
Yeah.
do. How does Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, specifically Nu Gamma Omega Chapter, work daily to strengthen the bonds of sisterhood?
Well, we intentionally do what we do.
Okay.
We make sure that we celebrate birthdays.
Right.
We celebrate graduation, retirements, Mother's Day.
Anniversaries.
The honeydews.
Yes, sir.
Because we have to tell them what to do.
Yes,
we
yes,
celebrate
all right.
them as well. Teachers, police officers,
Right.
you know, the veterans. We celebrate accomplishments.
Right.
Whether it's in the sorority or whether it's outside of the sorority.
Correct.
If it affects you, we celebrate you.
Awesome.
That's good.
So tell us about some of the past programs and tell us about some of the upcoming programs you have.
Like Sarah Norris mentioned, some of the past programs, when we celebrated the veterans, we recognized their accomplishments for being in the military and just letting them know that we appreciate them.
That's good.
And it was such a joy as a former veteran and still a veteran being in the military to have that love extended beyond just veterans who we know each other, but just having it in a sisterhood who reminds us that they appreciate us as well.
That's good.
To include, we celebrate Golden Sorors. We've had recognition for the Golden Sorors, acknowledging that they are our Golden Sorors. They are women of wisdom, and we let them know that we love them, and we show that in the meeting by acknowledging them.
Right, and that's members with 50 plus years of service.
And to my sister Jonah, I'd just like to say thank you so much for your time and service. And would you like to share with the community? I know that you are very special.
A colonel. A colonel.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Actually, I had the opportunity to serve 32 years in Louisiana National Guard.
Wow. Awesome.
And with that, I was the first to make the rank of colonel for the Louisiana National Guard as an African American female. I don't take that lightly. I take that as a charge that I had the opportunity to walk under the footstep of many before me, which was mostly men, of course, in our population. But I don't take that lightly, that I've had the opportunity to lead, I've had the opportunity to serve, and now I'm in the community giving back by teaching at Liberty High School. I have run a program of 190 juniors, seniors, freshmen. The whole class body is 190. I teach the seniors and the juniors about leadership. I'm teaching them the next steps beyond high school, and I'm encouraging them to be a good citizen and make good choices.
That's good.
And I know a term you're familiar with, be all that you can be.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so kindly. Strengthening Our Sisterhood Initiative, just thank you so much for being in the studio with us. Always a pleasure to see you ladies, and you look stunning in your pink and green.
As always. As always.
All right,
As always. Well, we move on to empower our families. And, as our producer shows, we have some wonderful activities that have been going on with the CHIP program, the Childhood Hunger Initiative program. That's where we pack 65 Power Pack meals for students in the EBR schools daily. Thanks to Glen Oaks Park Elementary, Mr. Bernard Williams, and Mrs. Crystal Dugas.
Thank you.
And of course, our YLI program, which is the Young Leadership Institute. Oh, goodness.
Come on
a
now.
tongue twister.
The sisterhood got you in here.
And I tell you, it is a youth-led, highly interactive leadership program to empower and engage our youth. And then our third initiative, Build Our Economic Wealth, and we have a guest in the studio. It's created to talk about supporting our entrepreneurs. And we have in the studio Mrs. Alexis Ville West. Hello. And she is a licensed professional counselor with over 10 years of experience in the human services field and is a native of the metropolis of St. Francisville, Louisiana. She's a graduate of I have to say it one more time, the Southern University A&M College, and she has a master's degree in mental health counseling. We are glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, tell us about you.
Well, I am Alexis Ville West, again from St. Francisville, Louisiana, two-time graduate from the Southern University.
Thank you.
I am a licensed professional counselor, supervisor. I'm a counselor, the district counselor for a local school district here in the state of Louisiana.
Okay.
And I also have a private practice called Releasing Counseling and Consultation Services.
Wonderful,
awesome.
Wonderful. Well, we know mental health is a crisis in the United States. Suicide rates have escalated. It's a $200 billion a year. Healthcare industry. I just have to say that. And also, in this time, more and more we're seeing it get younger and younger and younger with our adolescents. The work of mental health counseling is often gone unsung. Can you speak more to that? What's your typical day? What I know it's a gamut, but in less than 1 minute.
A typical day for me in the life of my counseling life. Like I said, I do work for a local school district, so of course I'm pulling students throughout the day, every day during ancillary periods, because I don't want to take away from their core instruction.
Right.
Behavioral issues, ADHD diagnoses, whatever it is, probably past traumatic events that they have had that they need to work on, or just having that listening ear, that place, that comfort zone for them to come and release what it is that they have to say and kind of work on getting back on the right track.
Right. In what ways do you advocate for your clients?
By advocating is having a voice for those clients.
Yeah.
The voice for the children, voice for the adults, making sure that I stay on top of my game, attending workshops, going to capital events, legislatures, making
good.
sure we
That's good.
put out there, hey, make sure you go vote for this because it affects whatever it is that's going on. So that's my way of advocating. That way I could take what I'm learning and impart it into those within the community, those within the schools.
Wonderful, wonderful. You work with youth, you work with children, you work with young adults. But I also see this expertise or that field of anger management. Okay, now you know there's some angry birds. There's some angry birds. None of them in here. Okay, but people since the pandemic, pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, okay, have been angrier.
Yes.
And we've been seeing, battles racially, economically, environmentally, socially, organizationally, and physically. How do we combat the anger issue? Or how do you?
First of all, it's recognizing, hey, I have an anger issue.
Yeah.
Once you recognize and acknowledge that you have that issue, then everything else can fall into place.
Right.
You have some that, of course, with the pandemic, it kind of made things a little more frustration financially.
Right.
Even within the family, just being, confined in those spaces,
Right.
but just getting that therapeutic assistance to kind of work out those kinks to say, hey, okay, I recognize that this is a problem area for me, that this is a target, then I can go ahead and get those coping skills, those life strategies, and implement them and putting them into place.
That's good. Awesome. We often hear counseling is for the courageous. But who counsels the counselor?
Well, one of the things I can say, when I was in grad school, they always said every counselor has a counselor.
That's right.
And having a counselor does not mean that something is wrong with you, that you're crazy or anything like that.
That's right.
It's just having that supportive listening ear, that non-judgmental person that you can sit down and kind of voice what it is that's going on and just kind of free yourself from those things that, are bothering you. And I can admit that at times I have to do a yearly check-in just to make sure that I'm straight.
We all do.
Before
What's wrong with that?
before I can't help somebody if I'm not straight myself.
That's good.
So in other words, seek the help that you so need, and then impart into those that are around you.
Well, our time is coming up, and we want to go back into this a little bit more because we need to talk some more.
Okay.
Because this is an issue that is prevalent, but it also needs to be brought forth to our community stakeholders.
Absolutely.
You have another business, and it is called the Paper Guru.
Yes, ma'am.
And our producer can, put those slides up. But I'm gonna tell you, like I know, okay, this is an entrepreneur extraordinaire. Okay,
Indeed.
counselor, teacher. I mean, just everything. Okay, so there are ways to get in touch with you. Okay, as far as releasing counseling services, and then also the Paper Guru. But we're going to talk a little bit more about it after hours, but also, too, anything you want to close out with comments before we close out?
Well, just thank you guys for having me, and thank you for allowing me to come in and speak briefly on mental health awareness to kind of help break the stigma that people feel like that's in place in regards to counseling and seeking services, might I say. Just putting that out there just to, have that platform and that opportunity to speak on it briefly.
So do you have a platform so that we can reach out to you on social media?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have social media for Facebook and Instagram for Releasing. It's at Releasing CC for Facebook and Instagram. You can follow those pages. If you need to contact me, releasingcc@gmail.com.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, I tell you, our last closing comment, early voting is what? This week. September 30th through October 7th. Advocate for Social Justice says, get out and vote. So as we close out, we always want to say, always choose to heal, not to hurt, to forgive, not to be resentful, to keep trying and not to quit, to love and not to hate, because at the end of this life, what truly matters is not what we bought, but what we built. Not what we got, but what we shared. Not our popularity, but our character. Not our success, but our significance. And live a life full of purpose and what? Be of service to all mankind. See you next week, and we appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to In the Know with NGO, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated New Gamma Omega Chapter, an educational, informational platform for you, our community stakeholders. Whether it be community cleanups, recycling efforts, feeding vulnerable populations, mentoring, planting trees, setting up little greenhouse libraries, hosting voter registration drives, voter forums, supporting female entrepreneurs, black business, providing scholarships for high school and college students. It's a serious matter, and this is what we do daily. We invite you to join us, support us in one of all of our service opportunities. Ways to financially support and aid in providing scholarships are through the EAF Endowment, Linda Dunlap Cozy Scholarship, Valina Smith Johnson Scholarship, and the Eloise Ferdinand Jack Scholarship, our debutante program. Go to www.akanewgammaomega.com. That's www.akanewgammaomega.com. Tune in every Sunday for In the Know with NGO 1 to 1:30 p.m. on this your station WPFC 1550 AM. Until next week, stay in the flow and always be in the know with NGO.